Okay. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Wait. Um. Okay. Hold on. There we go. Hello, everybody. I hope everybody is good. Welcome to the weekly healing circle. Um, Hold on. I'm trying to go live on Instagram, but okay. Okay, I don't know why it's not working. Okay, we're just gonna go with that one. How is everybody? I hope that everybody is doing well. Whew, it's definitely been a day, y'all. But hello, Lana. How are you? How is everybody? I know it's been a little crazy. I got a little bit of some updates for y'all. Whew. Where do we even begin? There's a lot to talk about, I feel like. I've been working through readings like the past weekends. I've just been working through readings, so it's been like a little bit of a back to back to back to back because y'all have kept me really booked and really busy. So I have been like straight up just doing readings. Wait, can everybody hear me on Instagram? Because if not, I'll just restart it. Let me know if you can hear me or not, because somebody said they can't hear me. So somebody else let me know if y'all can hear me, because it might just be their thingy, my bobs. You've been working. Yes. It's one of those like times where it's literally about getting getting stuff done. I have been plotting a lot of different things. So there was this download that I got a while back. I know my Patreon members, you guys know what it is. Wait, did I mute myself? Hold on. I'm about to restart this live because I don't know on. I'm definitely not muted. Hold on. Give me a second, Instagram. I'm gonna redo it so y'all can actually hear me. Hold on. Okay. Technical difficulties on. Okay, there we go. Let me just restart the whole app because sometimes Instagram be acting crazy. Live. And so I know YouTube can hear me. I'm pretty sure TikTok can hear me, but Instagram for some reason was not hearing me. Let me know, y'all, if y'all can hear me on Instagram when y'all rejoin. But yeah, it's been so I basically the download that Spirit gave me, it's in the works, and we are working on bringing that to y'all. We're probably going to announce that. We picked a date, so we're going to be announcing that. I'm thinking next month, like in the beginning of the month. Hello y'all. Hello Stephanie. Hello, how are y'all? So keep an eye out. This is also a reason why. Wait, Instagram, y'all still muted? I do not know what's going on with Instagram then. I do not know because I don't have the thingy down, and I like restarted the app and everything. Is everybody else having that problem on Instagram? Let me know if y'all can hear me. I don't know why y'all can't hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me on Instagram. If not, I don't know. I don't know if I can do it on Instagram this week if you guys can't hear me. That's weird. But yes, so we're working to bring this twang into fruition, okay? And I can't wait to share the whole entire project with y'all, because it's turning into a bigger project than what it was the last time that I like let you guys know, especially my Patreon members. This is something that I specifically have not been working on the workshop for this month, just so I can give more time to working on this project that Spirit wants me to work on for y'all. So yeah, 1000%. We changed it, changed class schedule so I can watch again. Okay. Hello, everybody. Oh my God, so many people on here. The filter reminds me of the butterflies for life changes oracle. There's still no sound. Is it the filter? Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna re-Instagram. This is gonna be the last time. I'm just gonna redo it. Okay, and then we're gonna see if I don't know what's going on. But I'm gonna close it and then we're gonna see what's happening with Instagram because I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with Instagram. Hold on. Okay, one more time. One more time for my people. Okay. Hopefully that works. But yeah, so the workshop, because you guys know I've been trying to do a workshop series every single month. I'm gonna do it next month because I've been trying to take time from like working on readings and everything. Like I've just been working back to back, so I haven't had time to like post everything about the workshop. So I'm like, I'm just gonna push it to next month so I can work on the project that I need to work on, because now it's turning into a whole like for those who are Patreon members who are gonna know what I'm talking about, it's turning into an entire nonprofit right now at this point. And it's turning into such a beautiful like collective vision. Like I'm starting to see how it's all gonna come together. But I definitely need more time to work on it because it's y'all starting a nonprofit is not easy, but I can't wait okay, Instagram's good. Instagram can hear me. But yeah, I can't wait to kind of dive in and tell you guys the details of that because it's going to be amazing. It's going to be a lot of ancestor work. It's going to be a lot of collective work. And I'm really, really excited to just start mending together and heal a lot of different things that have been going on, not just in the United States, but in the world. And I feel like when you guys get the full vision of what we're doing, what the project is about, you guys are going to be like, oh my God, what? So I'm just really, really, really excited and blessed that Spirit gave me this download and they want me to just push it through with my lovely spiritual friends. We're working really hard on pushing it through for you guys. So yeah, that's my mini update. So I'm sorry if I've been like low-key tunnel vision-y kind of working on stuff. So I haven't been posting as much. I know 1000% that I have been more on TikTok just because it's like shorter video format. Also, I apparently have my biggest platform now on TikTok. Like there was one video that went viral on my TikTok and now I'm freaking like I have way more people that follow me on there. Is now the platform that I have the most people following me on, and everybody's like, I want to learn about ancestor work, can you teach me? And I'm just like, okay. So it's definitely been like a process trying to balance all the different platforms. Like there are days that I'm like, okay, I have not been posting. Like Twitter is like the one place that I feel like I post the least on, but then sometimes I like completely negate the other places. And I still have videos that I'm editing for YouTube. It just takes longer than TikTok. So I'm like, I'm trying to get it together, y'all. It's one step at a time. Okay, it's one step at a time. But I can't wait for you guys to see the whole full-blown like Chicka Pow mission. So then y'all can be like, okay, Abby, we see why you had to take some time to do this stuff. I'm sure you have already looked into this with a nonprofit, but see if there's any grants you can apply to for support for your work. So that's actually one of the things we have not looked into. And we probably should look into it. I don't know if looking for and applying for nonprofit, like a grant is going to delay the launch of the thing itself. That's kind of where I'm at with it. I can definitely like look into it but also that the vision of the entire nonprofit and what's going to be about, I'm still like, okay, I'm hoping that we get the nonprofit status and that like I guess the government sees what we're trying to do, because a lot of like creating a nonprofit, especially a spiritual nonprofit, is a lot of it is like religious and religion and kind of stuff like that. So it's been kind of like a mental journey trying to figure out how to navigate the waters, the legalities, as I like to call it. But I would definitely be down to like looking at grants and everything. But I'm currently working on the website for it. And we're kind of putting everything together, like the graphics and all the social media accounts for it. So it's going to be like one of those things that it's just, I feel like we would have to have like already some of that stuff established for us to apply for like a grant or something like that. But it's gonna be an amazing thing. I feel like everybody, if you're spiritual in nature, you will resonate with it. Um, I feel like we might get a little bit pushback from maybe some community, like religiously, some communities, maybe, possibly. I don't see why. But for the most part, it has a beautiful intention behind it. It's very, very clear on it, and I feel like I just can't wait to share it with y'all. Like, I'm not really not that great at keeping like quote unquote secrets. Like, I'd be the one who learned something, and I'm like, I want to share it with y'all, but I can't share it yet. So y'all gonna have to give me some time. Y'all gonna have to give me some time because y'all, it has to be done right. Like, I feel like my Capricorn has been very, very triggered by this project, and I feel like in order for me to like present it to y'all, for us to present it collectively to y'all, it has to be done correctly. Like, that's where I'm at with that. So yeah, so that's pretty much a little bit of what's going on. But yeah, we're doing a photo shoot this week. We're doing a photo shoot, and a lot of the pictures from the photo shoot are going to be used on the website and stuff like that, and for the promo and stuff. So I'm really, really, really excited. So yeah, y'all, it's just gonna be amazing. It's just gonna be amazing. Y'all just gonna have to trust me and be like, yo, what? And then, that's what I expect from y'all later when y'all find out the tea. But yes, so let's get started in this week's weekly healing circle. We're gonna get started with the astrology, okay? Because I feel like now that we're still in this like new moon and Aries energy, even though like the moon went into Taurus already. We're still in this like, there's still that pump of that Aries energy that's pushing through. And I feel like just right now, with everything that is going on collectively, with everything that's going on individually as well, like I think it's just such a powerful time for like just evolution on a individual level. Like, what are you doing? This is like a great time to be in alignment with your soul's journey, with your divine purpose, with what you're supposed to be doing in this lifetime. Like right now, I feel like all of us are very, very triggered for a lot of legacy work. That's the way that it's been coming up to me. It's a lot of legacy work. It's like, okay, you see what the goal is at the end, and you can actually realize like, wait, if I do this, if I actually achieve this is going to be one of the core like moments of my life, like the core moments of my existence in this planet. Like, I actually got to do this work. Like, it's a very beautiful growth period right now, especially because Aries season just triggers everybody's individuality and everybody's journey in such a way. But because we have like, let's just talk about the planets real quick. Let's talk about the planets. So right now we have the sun is in Aries, the moon is in Taurus, Mercury is in Aries, Venus is in Aries, Mars is in Gemini, Jupiter is in Aquarius, Saturn is in Aquarius, Uranus is in Taurus, Neptune is in Pisces, Pluto is in Capricorn. And so we have a lot of this individuality energy coming through, right? With the Aries energy. But the thing about it is that Aquarius, while it is a very individualistic, like unique type of focus sign, like who you are among the collective, it pushes you to be present and represent yourself within the collective itself. It says, okay, who are you and what are you bringing to this collective pool of consciousness of like communion? Like, what are you bringing to that table? And if you haven't been focusing on your life path right now and what you're meant to be doing, and you've just been kind of hermiting and kind of being at home and stuff like that, or you've just been taking it one baby step at a time, right now you're probably feeling very, very triggered because the energy right now is very like, what are we doing? What's a goal? How are we executing it? What is the larger picture? Why are we doing this for? What is the purpose of this larger picture just coming together? Like, what is the actual purpose? And so it becomes this beautiful self-expression that starts to kind of creep into everything you do. It's just kind of like, no, I need to do this. This is meaningful to me. This is something that I need to share. This is like something purposeful. I need to write this book. I need to create this podcast. I need to do this job. I need to get this job because nobody else can do it the way that I can do it. Nobody else can communicate this the way that I can communicate it. It hasn't been done before. It's almost like our own individualities are being triggered to create change and a clearer future moving forward. And the way that this triggers a lot within the different generations is that you're going to see a little bit of like a birthing aspect of birthing happening within each generation. There's something new, something fresh that will be brought to the table. There's a lot of things that are happening now that are being created now that people are getting a lot of downloads about now, that are, it's going to be a critical time period for like within like give it a couple of years and you'll be able to be like, wow, like that person came out, they decided to work on this project, on this like album, like on like it was last year. Oh my god, they decided to do this work on that time. Like it's crazy how they got inspired at that time, how they got pushed to do that work at that time. Like it just seems like this is the time to tap in and collectively bring something to the table that is not only unique, but it's designed by you. Like it's actually it has your fingerprint on it. It has your touch to it. Like it's something very, very powerful and meaningful in the long run. And it just creates this beautiful like moment of like fruition. It's almost like, again, think of springtime. Like when I think, especially right now, because Aries starts springtime, right? All of the cardinal signs start a different point of the year. So, we have Aries starting spring, Cancer starts the summertime, Libra starts the fall, and Capricorn starts wintertime. That's where we have the little, like the different solstices and stuff. And so we have all of this kind of new birth, like things being planted, things growing up from the ground up, like literally like grassroots, growing things from the ground up, bringing something to fruition, to totality, like saying, okay, I'm planting these seeds, I want them to bloom, this is the vision that I have for these seeds, I want my garden to look like this, I want them to be colorful, I want it to look like, have like a lot of lush and greenery and all that kind of stuff. Like this is how I'm envisioning this to grow, right? And then we move into summertime, and what happens in the summertime? Okay, here comes the sun. Okay, the sun shines that light on those intentions, okay, for the period of time that it sits there. It shines that light and is heavy on the sunlight. It's like, hey, we're out, everybody's reaching up towards the sun, just like how the plants, the leaves, when you're putting a plant by a window, it's always moving towards it's growing towards the sun. It's saying, I need more light, I need more energy, I need more energy to be put into this idea so I can elevate and grow and build this from the ground up. It's like a really, really powerful time to set intention and then watch how it continues to just grow and grow and grow and grow. And with that sunlight, collecting energy, moving with that energy and creating something magnificent. Okay. And so it's such a really, really beautiful time to set intention. And that's why I call the live what it is. Okay. And I think it's really, really important to understand, especially now that we're like, we're getting into like, we're at the point in Aries season, but we're very aware that Taurus season is like cutely around the corner. And so we can't ignore that when Taurus season comes, it's a sign of comfortability. Okay, Taurus is very comfortable energy. Like you feel comfortable, you feel luscious, you feel lustful, you want to enjoy things. Okay, so it's kind of enjoying the springtime, enjoying the vibe, the energy of spring, enjoying the mood, enjoying the different things that springtime brings. Okay, it starts getting a little bit hotter. Okay, you can still kind of dress a certain way that you want to dress. You can still kind of walk around and not feel like too cold, like freezing cold, but you're just enjoying the temperature, enjoying the foods, enjoying the things that are growing in springtime as well. So it brings this kind of groundedness to the season, to the energy, okay, within the year. Because Aries always starts the astrological year. So we go from this fire, this passion, this intention, this like push towards something. And then we move into Taurus season. And then we're just like, oh, I'm enjoying all of this. I'm enjoying all of these things. I'm like, okay, I put in some work on that and I'm already seeing some things moving my way. And I'm really excited about where it's pushing, where it's moving through. This just like this kind of comfortability that starts creeping in with Taurus energy. And now, right now, because the moon is in Taurus, that I feel like Taurus cuts down on the fire a little bit of Aries, just a tad, just the moon in Taurus, because the moon is exalted in Taurus. So it does give it a little bit of a, okay, but let's relax. Because Aries tends to be like a little bit like, like trying to run, trying to like, be up and moving and doing the most. Taurus just says, okay, but let's just take a moment. Let's just breathe. Let's just enjoy the second right now. Let me just capture, let me just take a minute. Just give me a second. So you see this kind of like beautiful calibration between the energies that's happening. You can feel it definitely today, like especially once the sun moves into Taurus, when it does. So right now, this week, it's like moon in Taurus, then moon in Gemini, and then our minds start going like this. Our minds are like, oh, but what else? What needs to be done? Okay, and then you're getting more downloads, more ideas, more seeds that need to be planted, more things that are like, oh, you should pay attention to this. You should start this. You should maybe take a class, take a course, maybe study this, maybe start working on that. This is when you start getting the downloads. Okay, this especially when the week starts with that Aries energy, moves into Taurus and Gemini, and you see that kind of movement and energies. That's how the sun moves through each sign for the astrological year. So you see this buildup, okay, this buildup of the beginning of the week being that kind of energy pushing and nourishing, and then you see that comfortability, that groundedness that comes from you knowing that things are going to be okay, from the actions that you take, and then your mind just like, oh, possibilities, what else is coming, what else do I need to know, what else is in my consciousness, what else is spirit telling me that I need to do. So there's this push, this intention push, like keep your head clear, keep your mind open to all possibilities, stay open to the light, stay open to the downloads, stay open for all of the ideas that are being handed down. Because the one thing that I feel like everybody could agree with is that when you get downloads, and you see this happen all of the time, when you get downloads about something, that's spirit saying, I entrust you with this idea. Here, I'm giving you this download, I'm giving you this idea because I want you to work on it. I think that you have the potential and you have the tools that you need to work on that specific thing, right? If you don't work on that idea, spirit's like, okay, well, this idea still needs to come into fruition. So I'm gonna just take it out and just give it to somebody else who I also think can bring that to fruition. That's what happens when you end up having these kind of like missed opportunity moments where you feel like, okay, you can see how you can set intention for something, how you can take a download and actually put in the work and see it grow and see it manifest in the physical realm as something in reality. And then you can also see how you not working on something, somebody else gets that idea, and then boom, now you're seeing them being able to grow that, and you're just like, oh my god, I had that same idea like 2 months before, 6 months before, a year before, and I should have worked on it. Like, oh my god, I should have put in the work, I should have put in my fire, I should have like tapped in. This is solar plexus energy, guys. Okay, solar plexus energy, that's what you're tapping into when you're tapping into that Aries energy. You're tapping into your solar plexus because it's pushing you into action. That's what Mars is. Mars, who's a ruling planet of Aries. It's all about action. It's all about power. It's all about how are you using your sun's energy? How are you using your sun's energy? How are you moving through every single step of the way? How are you pushing towards your goals, your dreams? How are you thinking bigger? How are you thinking more with an open mind versus trying to like turn like be in a box and say, you know what, this is the only way that this can happen is like this. How are you being more open about that journey that you need to take within those downloads, those ideas, those projects that you're working on? Okay, so it's a really, really powerful time to not just be grounded in what you're working on, feel comfortable, feel nourished, feel like you're very supported right now. but also to tap into the things that you want for yourself in the future, especially when the moon goes into Gemini this week as well. This is when things is like you start getting those downloads, you start getting those visions too for what's ahead. Because a lot of the time when you get a vision of something, or you get a download of something and spirit, and you actively are now co-creating that with spirit, and spirit is saying, okay, cool, so we're working on this together, this is what's happening. Spirit is going to be like, okay, here's a little dream about what's coming up, here's a little vision in your meditations, here's a little like a moosh boosh, okay, of what's coming up for you. Here's a little vision of like you 20 years from now, because you actually did the work on this. I want you to get a little taste. I want you to see what putting in the work is going to do for your life, for your growth, what putting in the work is going to, how it's going to elevate you, how it's going to make you achieve a lot of different things for yourself. So it's just such a powerful, powerful time to sit on that, be open to having clear cut intentions and working towards that. Make sure that a lot of your spell work needs to be tailored and open to doing that work, to being open and saying, hey, spirit, okay, so you entrusted me with this. Thank you for entrusting me with this. I appreciate that you can trust me with this. I'm going to do my best to bring this to life. Because I recognize that if I don't, that will be a missed opportunity for me. And I don't want to sit here later and have to do like a road opening like spell, talking about, spirit, can you open the door? I need something else to do. I need something else to envision myself. I need something else, spirit. Like, and spirit's like, but I just sent you this download like 6 months ago. You didn't do nothing with it. Should I even trust you with something else? Are you gonna listen to me this time? Is that something that you are gonna like, are you gonna put in the work? Like, can I trust you again? Like, you have to understand, especially when you're working with your spirits and they're giving you downloads. If you're asking for like, oh my God, spirit, I want financial success. I want to be good financially. I need to heal my financial trauma. I need to do this stuff. And then they're giving you all these downloads and you're just like, oh, okay, that was a cool download. Okay. And then you're not doing anything with them. And then you're like, but spirit, next candle, like I need this. And the spirit's like, but you're not listening to me. I'm trying to help you out. You have to do something with the downloads and the messages that I give you. If you don't do anything with them, they're just going to get passed down to someone else until somebody else does the work that you are neglecting to do. It's about action, okay? It's about action. I need y'all to really, really, really like connect to your solar plexus for this specific week. I need y'all to actually, until Aries season is like over, I need y'all to connect to your solar plexus, be doing solar plexus meditations, work with like solar plexus like crystals. Like I need y'all to be married to citrine, okay? I need y'all to be on point with the energy of your solar plexus so you're not missing out on the action that is required by you, by spirit, and by you, okay? By you in the future, by you. Like you need to be you need to be your kind of like, think of yourself as like your own employee, okay? You need to be on your best work. You need to make sure that you are bringing things to fruition. You're doing your best job that you've ever done because you are working for you. You are working for you. Future you is like, damn, I did the work and this is why I'm at where I'm at, because you did the work. Past you took those steps in order to elevate. Okay, in order to elevate, do that work and achieve that success and have that growth, have that success, have that abundance by using that individuality, your individuality, and pushing through the only way that you can make it work, the only way that you can bring it to fruition. It comes back to that. It always comes back to your own individuality. Please understand that you are always working with your natal chart's energy when you're moving through, when you're making every single step of the time. You're trying to create action. You're working not only with your sun's energy, but your Mars energy. Every single day, every step you take, you're moving through both of those energies. So you have to connect, you have to tap in, and you have to look at like, okay, is this part of my bigger purpose? Is this download something that I need to take on? Because I've been asking spirit to help me with this, and actually it completely makes sense because it connects with my chart and everything. Like it's crazy. It's crazy how it connects with my chart and everything. This is like apparently something that I need to work on. So am I gonna let it be a missed opportunity, or am I gonna? That is the question. That is the question, y'all. Okay, hold on. There's some comments on here. Ooh, sorry, TikTok. Happens to me a lot, but I don't regret because I I really mean I'm not ready. School has been draining. See, I feel like that's the thing with people thinking that they're not ready for what they're actually ready for. If you think that you are not ready, if like you ask Spirit for something, right? And then Spirit gives you a download, like you haven't put together that it's answering what it is that you were asking for in the first place, and you're like, oh no, they gave me a download. That sounds like beautiful. That sounds like a very cool, like, whoa. And you think that you're not ready to bring it to fruition. How are you making any movements? How are you pushing through? How are you pushing through not only to your success, your growth, your legacy, your healing as well, because a lot of the downloads that we get from Spirit are actively healing and putting us in a position where we have to choose to heal, okay, in order for us to grow and elevate ourselves. So there's this kind of like, how are you doing that? If you're like getting the download, you're like, oh, I don't think, like, it's almost like you, like, Spirit thinks that you are ready, that you are worthy, that you are qualified, okay, and you're like, I don't know. I don't think I am. And at that point, you are kind of beating on your own energy. You're basically telling Spirit, I don't think I'm good enough for this. I don't think I'm good enough for this opportunity. Like, imagine walking into a job interview and then like the whole thing went really well, and then at the end you're like, I don't think I'm good enough for this job. I don't think you should hire me. Like, imagine, because that's basically what it means when you're telling Spirit, like, I don't think I'm ready. You just went to a job interview and you just basically said, don't hire me. Don't hire me. Don't hire me for this job. I don't think I'm qualified. I don't think I can handle the pressure. I don't think I can lift 20 pounds of a box. I don't know. I'm not qualified for this job. Even though you just took the whole interview, it went really well, and you're just ending it on that note. That's that conversation you're having with Spirit when you say, hey, you sent me this, but like, I don't think I can. I don't know. I don't think, it ends up being more self-demeaning when you're telling Spirit that you're not good enough for something, even though they know very much well that you are. It is. I just did an oracle reading and got the card Action, or crystals associated with the solar plexus. My favorite one is citrine, okay? And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why citrine is my favorite one. Citrine is my favorite solar plexus crystal because it is a very, very, very happy crystal, okay? This is the crystal that when I used to wear at work, I wore it a lot of the time. If anybody at like work had any type of like weird vibe or any type of like, or even with like customers and stuff like that, if somebody like tried to give me like any like negative energy or got sassy or anything like that with me, I wouldn't, like, it'd be the crystal that would fight me to stay happy. Like, citrine literally keeps you happy. Like, it like, there's been times that I've tried to get mad while wearing a citrine, and the citrine's like, no, you're happy. No, you're not. You're not mad. What are you mad about? You're perfectly fine. And I would literally feel my energy in my solar plexus being turned into joy. Like, it's like a weird phenomenon. Like, citrine is absolutely magnificent. And at the same time, because I'm a Capricorn, I connect with the fact that it's a very like money, like business kind of like crystal. Like, it's very action based for financial abundance and wealth. So I really connect with the fact that it keeps you happy, and it also financially, like, especially because a lot of people have a lot of financial like trauma and debt and issues with their money and their finances. I feel like it's important to have a crystal that connects to the solar plexus that specifically helps heal that. So I really, really, really love citrine. I just feel like it keeps you focused towards the goal. It keeps you focused, and it keeps your energy like no vibes. It's like good vibes only with citrine. That's literally the vibe that it gives me. So it's one of my favorite crystals for that reason. I hope that answered your question. So we are gonna get into the card pull of the week, y'all, because we gotta read these cards. What is the collective energy for this week? What do we need to know collectively for this week? What is going on? Oh, okay. All right, y'all. What did I say about that Gemini? I'm telling you. Hold on. What do we need to know collectively for this week? What do we need to know? Ooh. Y'all, I got cards flying everywhere. I gotta pick that one up. Okay, that was the last card. You see, this is what I'm saying. Hold on, y'all. Ooh. There we go. Okay. Okay. So, cards of the week. Cards of the, y'all, this is, hold on. Sorry, I clicked that by mistake. Okay, cards of the week. We have, oh, sorry, I keep clicking that by mistake. Okay, cards of the week. We have the Queen of Swords, the Seven of Cups in reverse. Seven of Cups in reverse. Seven of Cups in reverse, y'all. You have the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Then we have the Nine of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. The Nine of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. Listen, okay? Listen. The Seven of Cups energy. Let's just talk about the Seven of Cups energy for 1 second. This energy, like the Seven of Cups energy, is very Piscean energy, okay? Because if you look at it upright, it's kind of like, it's a dreaminess. It's like looking at so many different things at once. Like it can be very overwhelming to have like all of these cups placed before you, and you're just kind of like, I don't know what I want to do. Like it can be all over the place. It can definitely, this can be also triggered by that Gemini energy, because Gemini energy tends to be like zooming all over the place. Because the mutable signs, all mutable signs have this kind of vibe, with the exception, I want to say, of Virgo and a little bit of Sag. Just a little bit of Sag. Sag can be a little bit all over the place sometimes. But for the most part, it's Gemini and it's Pisces. Pisces and Gemini are the most all over the place signs, because their minds, okay? It's the minds. It's all about the consciousness, okay? Gemini, like, it has that connection to Mercury with the conscious mind, the consciousness, our constant consciousness. Pisces is a subconsciousness, okay? It's our dreams, is our the things that we envision, how we draw up our dreams, how we kind of like think of a song, okay? And I use this example because this is like the best example to explain Piscean energy. But think of a song, okay? When you're thinking of a song, you're thinking of an artist. Pick any artist who writes their own damn songs. Think of an artist that writes their own songs, okay? And think about knowing a portion or some part of that experience that that artist have went through with writing that song or whatever. They're writing about their experience, and some parts of that, the song itself is not going to be factually correct, because Piscean energy, art is meant to be exaggerated, okay? The truth is meant to be hidden within the work itself, within the artwork itself. And so when you look at a piece of art, when you're listening to a song, you can't, even if it's like screamo or something, you can't just take it to heart and be like, this is the exact experience that this person is having. There are different ways that we express ourselves that are not necessarily like accurate to the T, but are a way for us to express our overarching like emotional energy. And the Seven of Cups is one of those cards that just, you look at the different kind of possibilities, you look at the way things are seen inside of a cup. Like think of an experience that you recently had. Think of each cup as a part of your life. One is family, one is like XYZ, and one is your love life, one is like your work life, okay? You're looking at the cup, you're not looking at the entire situation within the cup. You're looking at a glimpse, okay? It's only showing like a little glimpse of what the topic is about. It's like the title of the newspaper like thing, that where it just gives you the little summary word highlight, but there's a whole bunch of context that is thoroughly written out in the actual newspaper, like the clipping, okay? So when you're looking at the Seven of Cups, that's the energy that it brings. It tends to be a little bit all over the place. It can be a little bit chaotic, and it just means that there's a lot of, it's almost like being spread too thin. But because we're getting it in reverse this week, and we're getting this Queen of Swords energy, there's specific downloads that Spirit wants us to work on that is a singular thing. It's not like be all over the place. It's not like I'm going to give you X to work on. I feel like Spirit is very clear on knowing that if they give us too much, even though we already have a lot going on within our personal lives, within our, financial lives, within our friendship circles, within our family, like they know, like Spirit is aware, like they know that we all also have stuff going on. They don't want to put too much on our plate. You know what I mean? And so what they're going to do is they're going to say, I know that you've been wanting us to, give you something, give you like, let put you in a specific direction to focus somewhere. So I'm gonna take away all of these cups, for example, and I'm just gonna give you one. I'm just gonna give you one. I'm gonna give you one download, one thing that you need to be working on, that you need to be applying every single week moving forward. So that way you can have that success. Why? Because I need you to put in the work for it. Okay, I need you to put in the work for it. This is when this Knight of Pentacles comes in. I need you to put in the work for it. Spirit says, they're thinking about it in this way. If I realistically expect you to work on this thing, I can't overwhelm you with too many things at once. So let me give you this first and let you work on that first. And then I'm going to then continue to like, okay, I don't want to give you and hit you with everything all at once. I don't want you to get overwhelmed. That is the message for the week. I do not want you to get overwhelmed because I want you to focus. Because what happens when you're overwhelmed? You get depressed. You get all over the place. You get chaotic. You feel like you are not in alignment. You feel like things don't make sense. You feel like things are just not lining up, or it just feels like you have too much pressure put on you. And then what happens to your solar plexus? All that power that you had built up that's like very safely kept, and you're just like, making moves, turns into, oh my God, I have so much to do. I'm like, I need help. I need help. I need help, right? It turns into, I need help because I cannot do it on my own. And so it's about not allowing you to be overwhelmed, but it's important for you to still get the download because of this. We're still getting that Ace of Pentacles energy. We still have that Ace of Pentacles. And that's what you need to focus on and understand. When you get that download this week, if you haven't gotten it already, it's about you bringing something to fruition that it's like Spirit doesn't want to stress you out. They're very aware of your mental health. They're very aware of what you can handle, what you can and can't handle. But if they're delivering something to you and they're saying, hey, you need to be doing this, you need to work on this, you actually need to take that on, because it's not, to bring you harm. It's to bring you a lot of abundance. It's to bring you a lot of success. It's to bring you up to a point that you're actually tapping into that 10th house energy, that legacy energy within your chart. And you're actually bringing and solidifying some beautiful foundations for you to actually do what you're supposed to be doing in this lifetime. So it's a critical week to do a lot of work, but Spirit is aware that the magnitude of a lot of these intentions and downloads that you're going to be receiving can be a little bit overwhelming. And this is where we're getting that 9 of Swords energy. So it's about being very, very gentle with your self-care, with your self-love practice. Like, y'all, look at the bottom of the deck. We got the Moon and Strength. The Moon and Strength. Okay. Think about, and this is what I said earlier about, look at the albums. Okay. Think about like a hugely popular album. I'm just going to use music because it's really, really easy. Like, matter of fact, think of being Lin-Manuel Miranda, okay, at the beach in Puerto Rico, reading the Hamilton biography book. Okay. He has the choice of like actually letting himself get inspired to write this whole entire Broadway musical, okay? Or he has the choice of sitting on the beach and being like, oh wow, oh wow, oh wow, like just moving through the pages and just kind of getting a drink and calling it a vacation. You have two choices there. You can act upon your inspiration, those trigger points, how you're getting pushed through, because again, that's that Piscean energy. That's that Pisces energy. It's about getting inspired. It's about looking and hiding the truth in the most unexpected places. And it's about tapping into that strength. The Strength card. This is the card of Leo. All right. Card of Leo. Leo connects to the solar plexus because Leo's ruled by the sun, and the sun rules the solar plexus. I'm not just talking to talk out of my ass, y'all. Y'all know what's up right now. Y'all know what's up. And I think that as much as there might be points this week where, there'll be an influx of energy, especially, when you see like, the Taurus energy moves into the Gemini energy. Gemini energy can be a little bit like do. Take it from a Gemini moon. I'll be all over the place, y'all, sometimes. All over the place. But at the end of the day, it's about maintaining the focus, understanding the work that needs to get done, honoring that work and then acting upon that work that needs to get done. Are there going to be times where you can get overwhelmed or feel like, oh my God, this is a lot, this is a load, like, oh my God, like, Jesus? Yes, but it's still important. It's still important to do that work, because if you disregard that you need to do the work, you're going to miss out on a huge opportunity. This is one of those things that it's like, you guys know I talk about the midlife crisis a lot, okay? Because it's something that was created by, the previous generations, because they did not do the shit that they were supposed to do. And now they're like stuck in this midlife crisis situation where now they get to a point in their lives where they look back at their lives and they're like, oh my God, I had so much time. Why didn't I do anything that I wanted to do? And then they just screw themselves up literally in the head. This is one of those times within your life that I can guarantee you that if you do not act on what you are being given, if you do not take those, those seeds and plant them to bear fruit, that you are going to regret it later. Hold on. This just fell. Hold on. I had like 5 cards as well. No, it was 3, I think. Oh. Woo! Okay. There we go. Woo. You see, this is what y'all control and discern. Balance the emotions. Okay? Balance the emotion. Protection. Why protection? Why protection? Because if you get to the point this week where you're in this 9 of Swords energy, what's going to happen? What's going to happen if you're right here? If you're in the 9 of Swords energy and you're like, oh my God, I'm feeling overwhelmed. I'm feeling like I can't right now. I feel like I just need a moment. Like, I feel like I just want to like cry. I feel overwhelmed. If you get put in this 9 of Swords energy, you're very, very sensitive. You're very, very like, you're at a critical point where if you do not address yourself mentally, if you do not address your mental health and your own sensitivity, if you do not protect your space or honor the fact that you need to be a little bit like, again, look at the chart, focus on our own individuality, on our own growth, on what we're bringing to the collective. That means that we need to be alone before we can be with other people right now. And so if you kind of make this a week where you're like, kiki, let me go hang out with, this is not the week, y'all. This is not the week. Oh, you want to go on like, you want to go get lunch? No, I cannot this week. Can we please revisit it next week? Because this week I cannot this week. I cannot go for lunch this week. Okay. I just cannot. This is not the week for that. This is not the week for other people. This is the week for you to do a lot of, okay, it's more about you than anything else. And I want you guys to get that down. It's not about others. I mean, it is to an extent, because the work that you have to do will benefit the collective to some extent, okay? But you still have to take the time to build it. Like, imagine if you get a download and the first thing you do is say, social media, Spirit just gave me a download for this, and this is what it is, and this is what we're doing, and blah, blah, blah. We're working on it. It's coming soon or whatever, right? Before you actually like do the thing. What happens when someone who has the means to actually get it done quickly, okay, the means and the funds to get it done quickly, and they see that idea, they're like, oh, you know what? I needed a new idea. Boom, 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 boom. This is like Shark Tank, okay? It just turns into a boom. Your idea just got taken, and now you're looking at someone else building your thing because you went out and gave it to the collective too quickly. It is about you right now, okay? It is about you. This is not about other people. I don't want to hear y'all talking about I'm hanging out with X, Y, Z, and B, because I'm telling you, protect your space, protect your downloads, protect your ideas, keep a journal. I know that y'all can get excited with like X, Y, Z, and B ideas and downloads that you get from Spirit, but this is not the time. Not the time to be bringing anything to the collective until it is ready to be received by the collective. I said what I said. I really did say what I said. Archangel Michael, what do we need to know for this week collectively? What do we need to know for this week collectively? Okay. Y'all, why does Archangel Michael be trolling? I just want to know if y'all been coming to the weekly healing circles every week, y'all know, especially the YouTube squad, okay, y'all know that Archangel Michael be trolling. I say one thing, right, and then I'm like, okay, Archangel Michael, what do we need to know for the week? And then he'd be like, detach from the situation. It's every week, y'all. The archangels be trolling. I'm always gonna say it. The archangels be trolling, and I say that with love because they know, but they be trolling. And the prayer goes, Archangel Michael, I ask you to use your flaming sword to cut out any attachment to fear or drama, so that I may be centered in the knowingness that peace is everywhere within me in this situation. Peace, y'all. Peace. Peace. Why peace? Because again, turbulence to the mind. Turbulence to the mind. This is the week when we can literally receive that download and feel so overwhelmed about it that it's just like, oh my God, how am I gonna do this? What do you mean? Come on now. And it can easily seem like you're like, look at this person, look at what they're doing. They're separating themselves from everybody else. They're at this rock and they're just like surrounded by swords. They have actively disconnected themselves to be in this agony. You have to be very careful of what you allowed to bring any thoughts that creep in. And I'm going to tell you why. Y'all. I'm going to tell you why detachment, especially at critical times when you realize what it is that you need to do, why it's important. Because there are people out there, especially like family members, friends, who we immediately do this. Oh, I don't know if you could, I don't know, that's stupid. Or I don't know. Are you sure that sounds like a really stupid thing to do? Or like, I don't think you're strong enough for that. Or I don't even think you can handle that. Like immediately creating doubt, creating an area of negativity where now you have to deal with their point of view, and it creeps in, it creates doubt, and it starts blocking that solar plexus. That's what happens when you bring that to the table. It just creates that doubt. It creates those blockages. Okay. And I need y'all to stay in the clear. It's almost like, think of it as being in your own bubble. Okay. You're doing this thing, you're creating this thing, you're working on this project, you're doing X, Y, Z, and B. Okay. And so nobody's coming in a bubble. Nobody's allowed. This is not who's a VIP, who is X, Y, Z. No. Nobody can come in unless you spirit. Listen, hold on. I gotta drink some water because I'm talking too much. Listen, unless you're spirit, unless you're my ancestors, unless you're like the angels and guides, I don't want to see you in this bubble. No, ma'am. I literally swallowed wrong. Okay. And the next one says, ask Archangel Michael to help you in the situation. Why? Because how many times do I got to tell you how to work with angels? How many times do I have to tell you to work with angels? How many times do I have to tell y'all how easy it is to work with angels? Every week, y'all. Every week I come on here and I tell y'all the easiest beings to work with is the archangels. You need support. You're anxious. You're feeling overwhelmed. Archangel Raphael, can you please support me emotionally? I'm feeling very overwhelmed right now. I'm feeling very anxious. I need to just feel alleviated from this because I know I need to focus on this, and I really need that support from you right now. Boom. Because archangels work really, really, really fast. You just need to, again, spiritual consent. I need to write a whole blog post about this, and I know I've talked about it on the YouTube before, and I made a whole series on the TikTok. So they already know about the spiritual consent. But it's about consent. You're feeling overwhelmed. What is the solution? You have a problem. What are you doing about it? That's what spiritual work is. Okay. It's called witchcraft. Your practice. What are you practicing? Okay. You are practicing when you are actively reacting to the situations within your life. Oh, you don't have any money this week, or you're feeling like your bank account's a little low. Time to do a money spell. Oh, you're feeling a little bit blocked in the head. Oh, time to do some crystal crown chakra healing work, okay, to clear your head. Oh, you're feeling a little bit like foggy, there's been some weird vibes that you've been kind of feel like you've been carrying, it's time for a spiritual bath, okay? It's all about reacting to the problem. It's not about sitting on the problem. Your practice is not about, yeah, I have these issues and this is what I have. That's not what your practice is about. Your practice is completely a reaction relationship with the shit that is going down in your life. You have to react. You have to say, this is the problem. This is what I'm going to do about it. X, Y, Z, and B. It's not about getting stuck in a loop. It's not about being, and I'm not trying to shit on therapists for doing this, but they really do this. They be like, you suffer from this, and then you walk around telling everybody that you suffer from X, Y, Z, and B. This is not about you knowing, oh, I'm going through this. Like, imagine if you just say, oh my God, I'm going through so many financial problems right now, and you're just walking around with your friends, and you're like, I suffer from financial problems right now. You go to your mom, I suffer from financial problems right now, just because that's what you're being told, or what you think that you should be naming yourself or telling yourself that you are. Like, you have to react. What are you doing about it? And do not tell me you're going to get on medication. Do not tell me that is your solution to the problem. Do not tell me that's your solution to the problem. What is your practice? How are you healing yourself? How are you actively bringing growth and bringing progress to your practice? How are you doing that? This is not like, witchcraft is not about keeping you in a sense of like you're stuck and for the rest of your life you have to take this and X, Y, Z, and B for and again, I'm not trying to shit on therapists, because they have a purpose and they have a meaningful purpose. But to an extent, there's a limit where they cannot go past, where they do limit people's power by keeping them in a mental, like, they're in their mind. Mind you, your crown chakra is like the most, like, to be honest, one of the most important chakras, okay, that you could be working with. So when you're caught in the loop and you're mentally saying, this is my limitation for the rest of your life, that is your limitation. For the rest of your life, that is your limitation. And it's kind of like, why aren't we self-empowering ourselves? Why are we not doing that work? Why is that not part of that practice? Why is taking pills part of the thing that we need to be doing, but self-empowering ourselves is not? Like, I don't understand. And I think it's really, really important to look at those areas where you feel like they keep you stuck, they keep you in a certain kind of like box, so you can actually break out of that. It's just not, I'm telling you, just do angel work. Angel work. I need y'all to be on your prayers. I need y'all to be communicating with angels. You're feeling anxious, you call an archangel, okay? It's a hotline. You call, you pray, you call, you meditate if you want to, if that's part of your practice and you want to meditate with them. If prayer is part of your practice, meditate. I don't want no excuses. I want y'all to be doing the work, because when you are communicating, when you're allowing that line and saying, okay, hey guys, I need y'all to help me with this right now, then you're actually trying to support your growth. You're trying to support your dreams. You're trying to stay on track. And they recognize that. They're like, oh my God, they're working on this. I could trust that they're going to make the right decision, that they're going to actively keep working towards this, because they're involving us in the project. They're involving us in their lives. Like, we're going to keep pushing them through that. That's what it becomes. And I need you to keep that in your brains. Honor and trust your feelings. Honor and trust your feelings. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for supporting, guiding, and protecting me as I listen to and act upon my feelings. Help me understand and express my emotions with love. Honor and trust your feelings. This is why, okay, I named this week. This is why I named this weekly healing circle what it is, okay? It's about your intuition. It's about what your intuition brings to the table, okay? And at the end of the day, you have to hold space for it. You have to say, okay, how am I being guided right now? I need to be my own guide too. I need to listen to myself, because a lot of times spirit is going to be triggering your intuition too, okay? If you are feeling something's off, you're probably correct. Something's probably damn well off. And so if you don't trust yourself, how are you going to make moves if you don't trust yourself? How are you going to get anything done if you don't trust yourself? How does that make sense? I need one of y'all to make it make sense, because Okay, I don't know. I definitely don't know how that makes sense. So I'm going to be using the Divine Feminine Oracle for this one. I've been really, really, really loving this deck. It's a vibe, y'all. It's just a vibe. What do we need to know collectively for this week? What do we need to know collectively for this week? What do we need to know collectively for this week? Oh, I jumped out really fast. Okay. So the first one, we got the Saint of the Spoken Word. Every word I say becomes a prayer. I am the author of my own story. I feel like the goddesses are trolling now. The goddesses are trolling. They're all trolling. They're always trolling. And we have Sekhmet, the Red Lady. I am pure strength. Y'all, why don't I just come here and read oracle cards like for the weekly healing circles? Like I just talk for a whole hour and then the oracle cards be like cosign. Like, why? I am pure strength. I honor my anger by giving voice to it. Y'all, this is one of those weeks that this is a really good time to work with Sekhmet if she is part of your practice. I work with Sekhmet all the time. That is one of my absolute, like, okay, I love Sekhmet so much. She's such a force, such a power. And if you definitely want to do solar plexus work, because she connects with each one of the lower chakras, specifically the solar plexus, but all of the lower chakras, so solar plexus, sacral chakra, and root chakra. So if that's something that you want to be working with this week and you can, call in that strength and that power, you can definitely do so. Also, I have a Sekhmet meditation on my YouTube, y'all. Okay. Y'all can go do that meditation. That's a really, really powerful meditation as well. But you see how the messages were literally, every word I say becomes a prayer. I am the author of my own story. Y'all, why am I just not like an oracle card reader? Okay, I'm just like questioning myself right now because this happens every week, and every week I'm just like, why? Why, y'all? Why? Okay, what are the planetary energies affecting us this week collectively? What are the planetary energies affecting us this week collectively? What are the planetary energies affecting us this week collectively? Okay. Ooh. We got water and we got Pluto. Okay, so make sure you're looking at your transits, you're looking at your water placements, like I said, because the moon, that Piscean energy is underlining the energy for this week. So Pluto. Why? Because it's a very transformative time. That's really what it is. This is a very, very transformative time. Like, we're starting stuff off, we're kicking stuff off. Like, this is a bold time to really evolve on a soul level. Like, evolve, transform to the next level on a soul level and take it up a notch. Like, it's just such a very, very, very beautiful time. Oh my God, there's so many comments, y'all. Oh my God. Hello, everybody who has left a comment on every single thing. But that is this week's weekly healing circle, y'all. Okay, I hope that y'all got the messages that y'all needed to. Okay, we come here every Monday. Okay, and I might need to take a poll on which time you guys prefer, because I be going from like sometimes 6:30. It's like the 6:30 to 8 o'clock range. So I don't know what time works best for y'all. I might do a little poll on on YouTube or on Instagram. But yeah, I'll see if you guys want these to be done at a specific time. But for now, they'll be done on, like, it'll be a little bit through that range. That's when we meet every single week. Definitely make sure that if you're new here, you subscribe and do all of the YouTube and the Instagram and everything things. Thank you all so much for being here. I will definitely see you in the next one. And I'm currently working on the Patreon weekly video poll as well as the channel members weekly video poll vote. So stay tuned for those videos because they're coming up as well. Okay. I love y'all. Bye. I will see y'all next time.